The Galactic Council chamber buzzed with nervous energy as representatives from 12 alien species gathered around the holographic display. Admiral Zix of the Vraxian Empire, his crystalline exoskeleton reflecting the blue light of the tactical screen, gestured with one of his forearms toward the empty coordinates floating before them. "Impossible," hissed Commander Thekra through her translator device, her serpentine body coiling in agitation. "An entire human fleet cannot simply disappear." The hologram showed what should have been the location of Earth's third expeditionary fleet, 57 vessels including the massive dreadnought Terra's Fury. But where the fleet had been stationed just hours before, there was nothing but empty space. On the bridge of the Vraxian flagship Cosmic Dominion, Communications Officer Raza Singh monitored the increasingly frantic alien chatter. His dark eyes remained calm despite the chaos erupting across multiple frequencies. Born on Mars Colony 7, Raza had grown up hearing stories of humanity's reputation among the stars, stories that often made him smile with quiet pride. "Sir," Raza said to Captain Morrison, "the Hegemony fleet is moving to investigate coordinates. The Vraxians are demanding answers through diplomatic channels." Captain Morrison nodded grimly. "Any word from Earth Command?" "Negative, sir. All communications with the Third Fleet remain severed." 3 sectors away, aboard the research vessel Scientific Endeavor, xenobiologist Dr. Fiza Rahman was conducting her own investigation. Her hijab perfectly arranged despite the artificial gravity fluctuations, she studied the quantum resonance readings on her instruments with growing excitement rather than fear. "These energy signatures," she murmured to her assistant, a young Alteran named Veltar whose blue skin had turned pale with worry. "They're not showing destruction, they're showing something else entirely." Veltar's antenna-like appendages twitched nervously. "Dr. Rahman, the other species are mobilizing." "They're war fleets. They believe humanity has developed some new weapon technology." Fiza shook her head, her brown eyes sparkling with scientific curiosity. "No, Veltar. This is something far more elegant than warfare." Back at the Galactic Council, tensions were reaching a breaking point. The massive Gornak representative, General Brutus, slammed his fist on the council table with enough force to crack the reinforced surface. "Humans have violated the Temporal Weapons Treaty," he roared. "This disappearance is clearly the result of experimental chronoton technology." "Preposterous," clicked the insectoid ambassador Zach. "More likely they have discovered stealth capabilities beyond our detection methods." Admiral Zix's crystalline form shimmered as he accessed tactical databases. "In the 3 centuries since humanity joined galactic civilization, they have consistently demonstrated unconventional approaches to seemingly impossible problems." The room fell silent as each species recalled their first encounters with humans. The Vraxians remembered how humans had ended their century-long war with the Hegemony, not through superior firepower, but by opening trade routes that made both sides too wealthy to continue fighting. The Alterans still spoke of the human engineer who had single-handedly prevented their homeworld's ecological collapse, using nothing but modified atmospheric processors and stubborn determination. Suddenly, Raza's console erupted with incoming signals. "Captain, I'm receiving transmissions on all frequencies. It's the Third Fleet, sir." "Put it through." The voice of Admiral Sarah Chen filled the bridge, calm and measured despite the circumstances. "This is Admiral Chen of the Third Expeditionary Fleet. We apologize for any concern our temporary absence may have caused." Captain Morrison leaned forward. "Admiral, where the hell have you been? The entire Galactic Council is mobilizing." Chen's laugh carried across the stars. "We've been exactly where we were supposed to be, Captain. We just took a little detour through folded space." Meanwhile, Dr. Fiza was practically vibrating with excitement as she analyzed the returning fleet's quantum signatures. The readings were extraordinary. The ships hadn't traveled through normal space or hyperspace. They had somehow folded space itself, creating a pocket dimension where they could observe without being observed. "Veltar," she said breathlessly, "do you understand what this means?" They didn't disappear. They stepped sideways through reality itself. Her assistant's skin had returned to its normal blue hue. But Dr. Rahman, such technology would require understanding of 11-dimensional mathematics that even our most advanced civilizations haven't mastered. Fiza smiled, remembering her own time studying at Oxford before joining the galactic research community. That's what makes humans so remarkable. They don't let mathematical impossibility stop them from achieving the impossible. The Third Fleet materialized around their original coordinates like ghosts becoming solid. Each ship appeared exactly where it had been, as if they had never left. The alien monitoring stations registered no energy expenditure, no radiation signatures, no sign that advanced technology had been employed. Admiral Chen's voice reached the Galactic Council chambers through Raza's communications relay. Honored representatives, humanity has successfully completed our first test of dimensional displacement technology. We share this achievement with our galactic allies as a gesture of continued cooperation and peace. The council chamber erupted in simultaneous translations of amazement, fear, and grudging respect. General Brutus sat heavily in his reinforced chair, while Ambassador Zach's compound eyes reflected newfound wariness. Admiral Zix was the first to find his voice. Admiral Chen, this technology, how long has humanity been developing it? We've been working on theoretical applications for about 6 months, Chen replied casually. My chief science officer figured out the practical applications last Tuesday. The silence that followed was deafening. Dr. Fiza couldn't contain her laughter as she watched the alien fleet slowly standing down from high alert. Humanity had done it again. Faced with a universe full of older, supposedly wiser civilizations, they had simply shrugged and invented something that should have taken millennia to develop. As reports spread across the galaxy, from the crystal cities of Vrax Prime to the underwater colonies of Aquaticus 7th, the story became legend. Earth's mysterious fleet hadn't vanished. They had simply reminded the galaxy why humans were the most unpredictable species in known space. And in the quiet moments between official reports, alien children would ask their elders about the strange species that could fold reality like paper, step between dimensions like crossing a street, and make the impossible look as easy as breathing. The humans, for their part, were already working on their next impossible project.